Are we on?
You're serious about this?
Do you see me laughing?
You want me to bring Mark to your place and you're going to arrange to have Clarke there?
Yes. He'll see his son for the very first time.
Oh, Kristen, what do you expect to prove with this?
A lot.
I don't see how.
Margo, don't back out on me now. This is something we're both going to have to face up to.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
Well, it's all going to depend on the father's first reaction to his son.
That's right.
He could be totally thrown.
Maybe he will be at first. But then he'll be faced with two possibilities. He either reacts to this baby and accepts him as his own, or he clearly wants nothing to do with this child.
What if it's the former?
If he is truly committed to this baby, then I have to believe that ultimately he'll be committed to you.
And you'll give him up?
Yes. But Margo, if he takes the position that this baby is yours and that he has no emotional ties, you have to be willing to give him up completely with no strings attached.
I can live with that.
Can you?
I think the question is, can you?
Why don't you get your baby and bring him to my apartment in 20 minutes?
Garrison, what's up?
Hi, it's me.
Kristen.
Can you stop by?
Your office?
No, the apartment.
I'd love to.
Half hour?
I'll be there. It didn't take long. She couldn't live without me.
Hello?
Hello, Todd.
Stephanie,
Hi. Listen, I'm on my way down to the house.
you're coming over now?
Yes, I'll be there shortly.
My God, she's on her way over. Right now.
I'm the one that's been the fool. Everyone around me has what they want. My father, Thorne, especially Brooke, but not me. I've put everything ahead of myself, everyone's wishes ahead of mine. But no more Caroline. I finally learned the lesson. I either go after what I want, or I settle for less. And I can't. I can't live with less than the man that I'm truly in love with. If he'll have me. Oh God, if only he'll have me.
Caroline?
Stephanie is coming here?
Yes, and we need to get you into bed.
Takes 25 minutes to get here from Beverly Hills.
She just called from the car. She's on her way over.
What?
That's right, and we're wasting time. Just put the robe on and get into bed.
This has got to stop.
We'll talk about it later.
Todd, I can't go on this way.
All right, what are the alternatives?
Yes, let's talk about those.
Not now.
I want to be reasonable. You know, Todd, I really try to be reasonable, but
I know you do, Angela. I know you do.
And stop calling me that. That is not my name.
You listen to me. As long as you're in this house, it is.
Todd!
She's here. Now, I'm gonna stall her in the hall. You get into bed.
Todd, wait, let's talk to her. Both of us.
No, absolutely not. Now, get in bed. Be right there, Stephanie.
Well, good. I was starting to wonder.
Wonder or hope?
It was my idea, Margo. Why wouldn't I want you to show up?
Well, because you may be about to lose your husband.
Oh, I don't think that will happen.
Oh, no. Then why don't we just skip this and you can go on living with him?
No, not if he's attached to you or your baby.
Look at him. How could he not be attached to this beautiful baby? A baby he helped create. But as for me, I think he could honestly care less.
But you care deeply.
That's irrelevant.
Hardly. Margo, you're in love with him. Which means if he is attached to this baby, you're going to have the opportunity to spend a lot of time with Clarke Garrison. Because I'm not going to live under those conditions. He either breaks it off with you, or he breaks it off with me. And that will be determined by how he reacts to this baby.
Oh. Well, that's a very neat package, one in which he practically has no say.
Knowing my husband's propensity to lying, I don't think it's such a bad deal. And besides, he does have a say in it. His reactions will say everything, Margo.
Well, where do you want us?
The bedroom.
The bedroom?
I'd like to get Clarke well into this apartment before we put him through the test.
Do you really think this is fair?
Oh, it's more than fair. It's ingenious. It effectively prevents Clarke from lying. Because you're right, Margo. Your baby is beautiful. And if Clarke's drawn to him, I'll know. I'm certain of that.
Hi.
Hello?
Sorry I'm late.
It's all right. I needed the time to think.
What about?
About all the things that have happened to me in the last few days. The last few years, really.
Well, maybe I should have been about 10 hours late then.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Sorry?
Your schedule, I know how hectic it is right now.
Oh, don't worry about it. Today's my day for interruptions.
Let me guess. Brooks stopped by the office?
Bearing gifts.
No doubt. What was it, another, office massage? Or something even more enticing?
Much more enticing. Pastrami sandwiches.
Well, you know what they say. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Brooke uses all avenues.
So, can I assume that you've already eaten?
No, I told her I had an appointment.
With me?
No. Your name didn't come up. Caroline, I know why you wanted to see me today. So why don't we just talk about it?
Hi, sorry about that. I'm just a little surprised to see you.
I wasn't expecting to come down. I just had this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Well, it's so silly. I mean, I just had this kind of unease. Is Angela all right?
Well, yeah, she's fine.
There's no problems?
No, none at all.
Well, all right then. What are we standing here for? Hello, sweetheart. Hi, darling. She's warm.
She is?
Yeah, she's warm and she's flushed. I think she's sunburned.
Yeah, I guess she is a little.
You mean you didn't notice?
No, I didn't. I was working out back.
Todd, how did she get sunburned?
Hi.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
And also for you,
Clarke.
darling. I've got it all figured out. We're going to start planning that honeymoon that we never went on.
Honeymoon. And then what?
And then what?
Well, what happens afterwards when we get back?
By that time, we'll have that house of our own. I've thought of that too, Kristen.
And then?
What do you mean, and then?
Clarke, don't you see you're avoiding the issue? You're buying me things, flowers, gifts, houses, trips, all to keep from facing reality.
You want to talk about reality? Okay, I'm ready for that.
Well, I'm ready too.
That's why you called me here, isn't it? So we can hash things out and begin again with our life and our marriage.
There you are, Mr. Forrester. Thank you, Alphonse.
Champagne. What a lovely idea.
Well, I get those every once in a while.
Well, more than every once in a while, as I recall.
Well, I pride myself in knowing how to treat the women in my life. And the sisters-in-law.
So you tell me that you know why I wanted to see you today?
I think I have a pretty good idea. And I've been wanting to talk to you about it.
You have?
Mm-hmm. I know it's not easy for you to bring it up.
You're right. It's very difficult.
But I'm glad you finally decided to.
I am too.
Anyway, let me tell you how I feel about this. And then you can react to that. All right?
Okay.
I think you should let the guy off the hook. I know that sounds crazy coming from me, as much as I can't stand your father. And probably never will. But he's not my father. And if he was, I'd have to look at what he did and ask myself one very important question. Did he do it to hurt me? What's the matter?
Ridge, I didn't ask you to come here today to talk about my father.
You didn't?
No.
Then what?
I think you might need something a little stronger than champagne for this one, Ridge.
Well, obviously she's gotten too much sun while I had her out back on the porch.
How long was she outside?
Well, no longer than usual.
Todd, you've got to be careful. Her skin is so sensitive. You can't let her get a sunburn.
Well, I suppose it's possible that I had her out there a few minutes longer today.
Todd, I'm very concerned.
About what?
Look, this is a delicate subject because you've been with me a long time.
Oh, I see. You're afraid that I've been derelict in my responsibilities.
Yes.
Stephanie, I love this girl like she were my own. I would never neglect her. I don't know. I guess I'm just preoccupied.
Preoccupied?
With all this talk about her moving out of this house. You know, I truly believe that it's going to harm her.
I don't want to have this discussion with you now, or the decision. I didn't plan on coming today, and I have to leave because I have an appointment. Goodbye, sweetheart. You know, Todd, I count on you. I sleep at night because I know that you take care of her. I trust you, implicitly and absolutely. And so does the rest of the family. I have to know that you take care of her. Nothing must ever happen to Angela.
This is getting too intense. I can't handle it. I don't want to be Angela anymore.
Yes, that's why I called you over here, Clarke. Because, like you, I'd like to get on with my life.
I do too, sweetheart. And only with you.
You frighten me sometimes.
Why?
Because you're so damn sure of yourself. And I don't see how you can be.
It's because you have no idea how much I love you.
Frankly, I don't.
Well, if you don't, it's only because you're not ready to see it right now.
Clarke, how can a man who's complicated his life as you have be so sure of what he wants? It just isn't possible.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I want you to face the reality of what you've done to me. I want you to tell me how you feel about it. And if you don't know how you feel about it, I want you to tell me that too. Clarke, I want you to be honest with me.
I've already done that, Kristen.
Okay, you've been honest to a certain degree, but you've never been honest about your feelings. Clarke, you avoid them, like they're poisonous or something. Well, today, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you get in touch with your feelings. And hopefully, we'll resolve a few things. Clarke, I'd like you to meet someone. Your son.
Well, I'm all ears. What did you want to see me about?
Ridge, you're right about one thing. My father is the catalyst.
Catalyst for what?
For what I wanted to see you about.
I'm sorry you lost me on that one.
I've learned many lessons from my father over the years, but none has been as significant as the one that I learned recently. I learned that this is my life, and I have to start living it under my own terms.
But you've always done that.
No, I haven't.
Caroline, when have you stopped living life on your own terms?
Ridge, I stopped a year and a half ago after I was raped. And I haven't made one responsible decision since then.
Well, that depends on what a responsible decision is.
It's one where the choice is based on what you really want. What you really feel in your heart. Not on what you think other people want you to do or what you think is proper.
I know one responsible decision you made. Marion Thorne.
Ridge, we have got to talk. We have to talk about something that I have been wanting to say to you for so long, but I haven't. I'm going to tell you. And I want you to listen. And I want you to tell me what's really in your heart.